Hey YouTube, Andy. Hey YouTube, Andy Rich here. So, I just want you to know that I just got done eating. It's not much after the time of my ending this video. I only stopped the video because there was something else to talk about. Okay, and I was just finishing up. I just got done. If you look at the timestamp, it's not much time difference. Well, I have another issue. I got up and I pooped my diaper. I couldn't help it. I just started pooping. No fucking urge. That is why when I explained to you everybody in the video why I stayed in the fucking bathroom for an hour. Part of the reason why it takes me a long time to get going in the morning, because I sit there until I don't go poop anymore. So I don't have an accident. So I am more independent. I couldn't help it. I did go poop a little bit. But apparently, it wasn't all the way. And now I have an issue. Because now I had to go clean up. But that's why I have to push my poop out sitting on the toilet. Sometimes it takes me almost an hour. Sometimes I have an accident even after I try going. I did have an urge a little while ago. On the way in the house when I was in the car. I didn't get the urge until right when I started standing up out of the chair to go put my plate in the sink. You know, because I'm in a diaper, I'm already have poop. I was able to clear the dish. It allows me the freedom of doing things, and it still feels like I have to go. I'm not going to try to force a poop out in my diaper, especially on YouTube. I'm not doing that. Because I'm not a fucking baby, I'm not one of those fucking freaks. But I'm going to pause the video. And I don't want to make a big mess to sit down on the toilet after I have poop in my diaper. Because I don't want to have the mess to clean it up. Okay, so I'm going to unfortunately have, I have two choices. To go poop in my diaper to finish it, to force it out, to finish it, whatever. And as I'm speaking, some is leaking out, it feels like. But I can't help it, and I'm not even forcing it out, but yeah. But anyways, that's what happened to my fucking body. I'm not even forcing it out, and it's coming out, and I'm trying to squeeze it, and it's causing me severe stomach pain, so let me pause. Hey guys, while I'm working on this, I'm gonna go set up my day for tomorrow, so I don't have to kill time. And then I'm gonna come in here to clean up, and I'll start talking to you at that point. About about more details about something. And then I'm gonna go take my pills. It's a change in routine, it's change in expectation. I'm overwhelmed, and now I have this. This is why if I had somebody help me, it wouldn't be so bad. Okay, so guys, yeah, it was a little bit of a delay for me, but I want you to know that I am going to talk to you while cleaning up about something, because I want to document that I'm trying to take care of this on my own. I can't help it. I need help doing this. But I don't get the help I need. But I'm at least putting in the effort to at least try, even though it causes me a lot of a headache. And I do need help, but at least I'm trying. And that's a loser point. I get that. But hey, I'm going to also share with you. So I had to sit down. I had to go sit down. to take off my socks, to take off my shirt, or my pants rather, right? But I also was sitting out in the what do they call that? I was also sitting out in the oh god, what do they call that thing? I was also sitting out in the chair out there trying to do setting up my routine for today and trying to be able to take care of that. And you know what? Because I really can't stand the poop in my diaper and I want to take it off right now, I totally forgot to send over the proof to say, hey. And before you guys do that, before I go any further than that, let me show you. And again, I'm being gross. I'm showing you poop alert. Show you that is a crinkle so you don't say oh shit, that's not a crinkle, because I'll make sure that's documented. Because I know how some people have created fake profile site to make me look like I'm an ABDO when I'm not. Sure, somebody's gonna go online showing so yeah, I'm sending this over to my email. I wanted to show you this before I took off my diaper, but I also wanted to show you guys that it doesn't leak out like the other diapers. That's why I'm showing you this. And no, I'm not trying to show off my disability or any of that. I'm just showing you guys, because some of you people bully me online saying I'm looking up to fake. Look, not a fucking part of poop on there. Yeah, look at that. All the poop stayed in one spot. Yeah, there was a little spot that came up, but no poop came out of the diaper. It stayed in one spot in the back. And yeah, I did have a booster pad. You know, I found those booster pads to work with these diapers very well. Actually, when I notice I'm wet, you know, because they bulk up more, right? I go changing the booster pad, right? Like, for example, I visit my mom earlier today. Okay? I get done. I put in my, you know, I get done visiting mom, you know. I come out. I realize, oh, geez, bulky. I gotta go change. Instead of changing the entire diaper, I only needed to change the booster pad. And that booster pad allows me to have my independence. Because then I don't have to just change the entire diaper. Right? I just change the booster pad when it's wet. And then it gets by, and you see that I have that other booster pad that I put in there. You can see that the diaper is not fully wet, front or back. You know, it's just in front of that, where that booster pad area is. It allows me a little longer time to be in this diaper. That way there I don't have as much waste. Normally I would have to change my diaper at around 7, 8 o'clock. Right? Especially after putting on this diaper that I am wearing at around 12 yesterday. I would have to be around 7, 8 o'clock taking this diaper off and putting a new one on. Okay? But with the booster pad, I didn't have to do that. You see, it's almost 11 o'clock. I had a poopy diaper. That's the only reason why I have to change my diaper. Right? Because I could have easily put in another booster pad and go to bed with these diapers. Because this diaper wasn't fully wet. That's the luxury of this diaper. But I pooped my diaper. I changed my pad and changing my diaper. And I would have changed my diaper anyways because of the, because, I mean, I could very easily get by throughout the night with a new booster pad and put it in there. But I'm changing my diaper for 2 reasons. I pooped and because I don't want to have leakage. I don't want to have that uncomfortable wake-up call. And so let's go back to what I was wanting to talk to you about, why I kept recording out and only put on pause. There was a time when my dad was really angry with everything, right? And how Joe says, Andy just wants us to baby him. Mom used to do all the things for him, and she babied him, and you just gotta hold your ground and not baby him and give into his baby shit. That's what Dad and Joe has always said. I have that on recording. I have not posted that online. And how hurtful that was to me when they said that. Okay? But I want you to know something. Okay? That my dad and brother think I'm a fucking baby. Well, people on YouTube think the same thing. Well, I never posted a fucking video about Dad or Joe saying I'm a fucking baby and not to baby me. Right? But somehow you guys have said that shit. The people who bully me online said that shit. Okay? And talked about that shit. And let me say something to you. That's why I know Joe has said some shit to you guys. And he's denying it. He got caught, and now he doesn't like it. Because he was wrong. And I think he's heard about it. But what can you say? He's hurt that he hurt me because of the things that he said to you guys about me. Okay. So, I have that. I have another thing I wanted to say. So, in 2019, 2018 this happened. Joe had told someone, and I overheard it because he thought I was just too stupid. I suddenly became mentally ill, and regressed from my mental illness, right? And how some people said I'm schizophrenic is why he thought that, right? Which I'm not schizophrenic, but this is where I just want you to know. Okay? So what happens? Joe tells somebody, let me throw this out real quick. I get the shower on. That is really heavy. Okay, so he tells someone, I think it was one of the police officers, right in front of me. Oh, he knows when he has to go to the bathroom because he just lifted up his butt in the car tonight and let one loose and freaking shit came out. And my God, did it stink for, oh God. And he was laughing about it. The reason why I'm bringing this up, as I was starting to talk to you, and the reason why I had to go pausing it is because I had to try to hold, what was probably more poop coming out, and yeah, it was. And I couldn't hold it any longer. Because, one, I didn't know if I had to poop for sure. Okay? And please, please don't take what I'm going to say out of context. Don't exaggerate what I'm about to say. Just because I don't know how to explain it. And this is the only way I have to explain it. I don't have the urge or feeling to feel the urge to go poop or to fart. So please don't assume that I do just because of what I'm about to say. Because it's not what you think. I think I can feel a stomach ache and I can feel the gas bubbles going inside my stomach. And that's what was happening while I was trying to hold it to at least be socially polite, to hold it while I was wanting to finish the conversation. I couldn't hold it. It started coming out. And here's what I'm going to say. Sometimes that stomach pain is so intense, like it was, I have to force out a fart or by poop just to get rid of that pain. I can't feel the urge or the sensation around my anus, so please, the anus is not in your stomach, so please don't assume the two are together, because one is higher up than the other. One's in the back versus the front side of your stomach. So please don't go lying and starting rumors and shit just to bully me because I wear diapers and you think I'm a baby and you don't like what my doctors say I have issues with and what causing these issues. And please, don't make fun of me for my disability. I don't want to be made fun of. I don't give you permission to. And I will copyright claim you if you go putting this video up there or a portion of this video up there. So please don't. And I don't want to just be putting stuff out there knowing that you're going to bully me anyways and you can get away with it. But I'm just letting you know that I'm putting this out there to document this, to express that what people have said about me are lies and rumors and that are not true. Because I have a hard time explaining this in a way that people, professionals, can't misuse what I'm saying and screw up and twist what I'm saying to their advantage. Because I don't know how to word it properly in a way to be better understood, so you can't do that to me. I'm going to try to be careful and just say, please, don't take advantage of my autism and way I have to be able to communicate this. Because I don't want to be made fun of. I don't want you to take something out of context or to twist what I'm saying or start rumors about me. That's not true. Because that's what everybody has been doing to me for the last 6 years, and I don't want that anymore. I want to get help, is why I'm asking you guys not to do that. And I know you don't have to do that because you don't want to, but you'll know that it's going to hurt my feelings because I'm telling you it's going to hurt my feelings. And any emotional pain could be considered harassment, especially when you do it over and over again. And I will copyright claim you, and I will file a police report. So please, go ahead. I'm tired of this shit. I don't want to be made fun of anymore. Just because you don't agree with me, or I did something to you that you don't like, or you think I did something to your friend that you don't like because of my disability, and you don't know the whole story. So please, before you make fun of me or lie about me, or please understand that. So that's why I paused the video, and that is one of the comments that I wanted you to know that was bringing up a memory of what happened and where my brother started shit like that. And when I say that, I don't have the awareness of when I have to go poop. I only know I have stomach pain when I usually have that issue. And yes, we were in a fucking car, and yes, I had a fucking diaper on. And my father and brother think it's all brand new, but I have evidence now that they don't want to hear. They now know I need diapers and needed all my life. They've been saying that now after I got my medical records. Okay? But then they changed it. Oh, I was sexually abused. When I was not. Even though I was repeating what they had said and others, they don't want to hear it. They don't want to admit it. And you know what, guys? The link in the description of Dad admitting to why he's saying I have been sexually abused and why I've been caught in that. I'll post that. He's using my autism and my coordinates for my autism to blame my brother Michael and everybody who he didn't like out of revenge. I like that title name, by the way. Thanks to one of my autistic friends, I'm going to rename that video to what I just said. Dad blames my autism, blames my continence caused by my autism to lie about me having my brother Michael sexually abusing me out of revenge against Michael. Yeah, he's using my disability to blame it, in a way to lie, to blame Michael, to hurt Michael and other people just to take revenge on him and others. That's what my dad is doing. Okay, so we got that out of the way. So another thing I want to talk to you about is what was I going to say? The other thing is that when my brother or mother or somebody said, I don't remember who, said that I knew I was pissing myself in a diaper that I was wearing. And I just stopped in the front door and wouldn't let anybody in. That is true. How do I know I was pissing myself or had to pee? Is I'm wet. I'm already in a wet diaper. I wasn't in the diapers I'm wearing now. And because I didn't want to leak out of my fucking diaper, that I have no ability to stop my piss, I would use an old habit that I learned all my life to avoid the rundown leakage. Stop moving and just finish your pee. I can't stop the urge. I can't stop the stream. But I can at least try to stop the leakage of my pee in my diaper. I'm already wet. I can feel when I'm overly wet or when my diaper is bulky. I didn't want my diaper leaking out because it was at the time when it needed to be changed. That's how I know I was fucking pissing myself, because I could feel the pool of piss in my diaper pulling up as I'm walking in the door, and suddenly I had to stop so I didn't fucking leak, and I felt the leakage starting to go down and out of my diaper, down my leg, so I had to stop to prevent that. That's uncomfortable when you leaking piss and you're wearing a fucking diaper that's supposed to catch it all. And some of you guys know that my mom takes 7 hours at Walmart. And yeah. Then we went to eat dinner. And I had to change my diaper. I didn't tell anyone because I didn't know really how to put on my diaper really well then. Okay? Being homeless did force me to have to do it on my own more. Something that is already difficult for me before, and still is difficult for me, but it did force me to have to try to do it on my own. And yes, even though I learned the basics of putting it on at McDonald's for the 3 years I worked there, And my mom helped me with it at home. Even though I also had an apartment in my name at one point during that time. That's one reason why I had to be at my mom's house. And I just want you to know this, that just because I'm forced to do something that I still need help with, doesn't mean I'm faking or wanting to be lazy or wanting somebody else to do things for me or wanting a babysitter. I legitimately need some help with this and work on the skills to help me with this. It's not difficult, and I'm disabled, but I'm not disabled by choice or by learning for watching people on YouTube and shit. You know, I can't help it, and I don't want to be this way. And I shouldn't be made fun of or bullied or tortured or a lot rumors start about me and the way Dad treats me to know that we posted online and the police interactions, knowing that people are going to be scared of me. Well, Dad knows people are scared of me, and that's one reason why it's hard for me to get help. Why is my dad doing it for still to me? Why can't he stop doing this to me? I can't help it. I don't want to be bullied. I don't want to have these behavior issues. I can't help that I'm autistic and that I'm incontinent. And I have all these issues and limitations for my autism. And I shouldn't be made fun of for it anymore. Please, stop and help me. And I'm not trying to get you to be sympathy on me because it's going on YouTube or crying for help. Because I don't want that. I don't want the attention. I just want help. I want to be normal. I want to be a normal human being. And I just can't. I don't know how to. I don't know how to do these things on my own. It's too much for me to handle to do the things I'm expected to do on my own. It causes me these severe meltdowns and anxiety and burnout. And I can't do it. I can't handle it. I can't handle the decision making. I can't protect myself from others. I can't protect myself from getting the services and care I need because nobody seems to fucking give a damn or to help me. And then when the doctors just do the testing, they screw it up. I can't function. Does that make sense, guys? And then I'm incontinent, then I have skin issues, then I have diabetes issues. And then I get bullied because I suddenly stopped talking about diabetes on the internet, but I don't go talking about it on the internet, but I still talk about it by my emails and asking for help for it. Give me a fucking break. I mean, my fucking caregiver and decision maker of my finances won't even fucking buy a coat. He uses my mom as a fucking excuse to not go shopping or to take me to a fucking store to get a coat. He uses everything. Excuses. And he loves it. He loves it. He loves to make people feel miserable. Oops, I'm peeing. I didn't mean to. I didn't know I had to pee. I didn't know I was peeing. I didn't realize I was peeing because of the water. But it's life. I can't help it. And I shouldn't be made fun of just because I need diapers and I need help managing it. And I shouldn't have to be forced to do something that is so stressful because I can't meet the expectations of being dry and not needing somebody to care for me. You know, I can't do this. It's too difficult. I can't handle it. It's too much. I mean, if you guys have a toilet routine for me, and you teach me how to follow it and how to plan it, just for the toileting, I'm going to be expecting no accidents. Okay? I'm going to be expecting 0 accidents. Just because it has helped me in the past. I'm going to try it, and it's going to fucking do the same thing that it has always done in my life. Still have accidents. And then what happens? It's going to cause me issues. Okay, let me tell you this. The last time I had a toilet routine of going to the bathroom every hour was done in jail. I had help to do that during the daytime hours. The sheriffs would come by telling me on the hour to go to the bathroom. I went to the bathroom. Guess what? I still had accidents. I had less, but I still had accidents. During the overnight, they came by twice to make sure I had, could get up to go to the bathroom. I needed that help. I tried. Some sheriffs were helpful with that, some were not. But most of them were. But that's what I need help with. I can't do it on my own. I can't help it. Okay? I don't want to be this way. But I need somebody to fucking help me. And I can't help it. And I shouldn't be made fun of for it. And then when I'm expecting no accidents, because that's what toilet routines are meant for, so you don't have an accident. And I'm still having accidents, and then I get stressed out, and I'm crying because the expectations that I had from that routine, because of everybody else said so, I still had a change of expectations that didn't work out the way I expected to do because somebody told me. That caused me depression, anxiety, worrying, behavior issues, frustration, anger, isolation, everything. Then add that to my sensory issues that cause, and the communication problems and the problems with the other inmates that caused me more meltdowns and behavior issues. It was not a fun situation for me. Even though the structure and supports were there, it was the sensory issues, the other inmates that beated me up and picked on me and screamed and smelled up the place and the lights. It was just unbearable sensory-wise. If it wasn't for that sensory issue and being beaten up and picked on, I wouldn't have the issues that I had in jail. Okay? But having that on top of the incontinent issue and the frustration that it gave me, and then the personal hygiene issue, it was too much. I had a lot of behavior issues, a lot of meltdowns, a lot of head banging, a lot of aggression. Nobody was scared of me. Not one jailed person was scared of me, made me feel bad, was angry about it. Nothing. Every single one of them helped me without getting mad, without getting scared, without feeling like I'm a burden and could help it. They all just helped me through that time to give me a break by taking me to Male Medical, to get me checked out, the sensory break that I got me, allowed me to regroup and reset and start the process over again. An hour later, headbanging and right back in a nursing station. I had help that I don't get out here because everybody expects me to do things. They get angry at me for expecting some things that I can't do and I can't handle. And Dad doesn't want to do it, and he's told he has to, and I'm frustrated because I can't do it. Here, as much as I hate being touched, having somebody help me change my diaper would allow me to get to the fucking bed quicker. But I don't have that help. And I have to wake up earlier in the morning than I normally would because tomorrow I have an appointment. And you know how my dad is. So help me God on this shit. I can't function. I don't want to do this anymore. Just can't wait for the testing to get done and then get placement for there. But then I have to trust that my father is going to tell the damn truth. And guys, when I have a routine, when I have my father's help and structure and assistance, I don't have these behavior issues. I don't have anxiety. I had 4 days, no anxiety. Tonight, I have a little anxiety. Why? Because the way Dad was at dinner, he wanted to calm down. Yesterday, or the day before rather, which would have been Sunday, he was the same way. Because of him, I had to go home. He gave me a hard time about driving me home so I didn't get hit by a car. And then it's slowly building up to what it was before I have these behavior issues, and I don't want to go through that. It's slowly building back up to the point where I'm going to have more behavior issues because Dad's slowly going back in his bullshit ways. Joe stopped helping. Well, Joe normally would be coming downstairs to remind me to take my pills. He did not. He would be reminded me to go to the bathroom. He did not. He would be helping Dad with his things by coming downstairs to help me wake up. I guess he did that yesterday. But for some reason, I couldn't wake up. But I'm going to try, guys. I'm going to need my Benadryl. I'm going to need my melatonin tonight. I'm definitely going to need that. I gotta go get that. Because I'm thinking about my pills and it's on and I need it tonight. I gotta go up. But if I was able to sleep, I wouldn't even think about needing them. But yes, Dad. The TV's on. I'm not showing the TV. I'm showing the interaction with Dad. Dad, I know you are angry about making things.
I don't want to talk.
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear the evidence
I wasn't mad
the
earlier,
truth, the whole truth,
you
and
think
nothing
I
but
was.
the truth?
I do.
Be seated.
I actually calm down.
Don't scare my cat.
I'm not gonna scare her. Can you just help me, please, instead of
Now, Mr.
getting
Cobb,
mad
I
at
show you
me?
a weapon marked People's Exhibit A, and I ask if you've ever seen this
Just-
gun before.
I can't say
I don't want to have the
I saw one
behavior
that looked
issues
very much
back.
like it, but I'm not an expert.
Where did you see that gun?
My husband left it on the dresser
When was this?
on the night of April 11th.
The
Can you
following
help me,
morning, did you
Dad,
see the gun
instead
again?
of fighting
I
me?
did.
And what did you do with it, Mrs. Garvin?
I took it to my husband's office.
Okay,
Thank you.
it's not.
Your witness.
I guess not.
I didn't say I couldn't eat it, but I'm watching this TV program that I've been watching.
Mrs.
Why would I
Garvin,
want to be interrupted when
did
I'm
you know the
almost over
decedent
with?
George Castle?
Yes, I knew
She
him in
just
Las
asked a
Vegas.
yes no
He was one of
question,
the owners of the
No,
dress
I
shop.
can't.
and that was it.
Did you have any
When you get a
personal
chance, can
I'll
you...
try, Andy, but I can't guarantee
No.
it. Just like every day,
Ms.
I'm not
Garvin,
perfect.
you were at home
Just
during
like
the
I'm not
evening of
perfect when I
April
dropped
11th?
a piece of dough
Yes.
on the floor that I
And
wanted
you
to
did
use
not
for a
leave
hot
your
dog
home at
and I was
all
really
during
upset.
that
Plus, Chewy wanted
No.
to get it.
Don't have
But that's
to...
all right, Andy. Everything
Okay,
worked out
question.
okay. Except for you didn't understand. I was over with it when you came
If
to
Your
the
Honor,
thing.
please.
We're done.
Mr. Mason
Okay, we're
earlier
done.
expressed a desire to recall Mr.
Didn't have
Garvin
to
Sr.
revisit
for
it.
further cross-examination. The state has no
And
objection.
you
or
have
wishes
things
to
that
do so
happen
at
to
this
you when
time.
you're making stuff and you
Your
don't like
Honor,
it.
before I do that, I would
Yeah,
like
I
to
get
confer with
frustrated
my
and I
client.
act up too.
How
Yes,
much
I
time do you
know.
need, counsel? Just a few minutes.
And I need help calming
Give me step down,
down.
Mrs. Garvin.
But I gave you that
Corporal
help and you
recess
didn't want to
until
calm
2:30.
down when I was giving you that help.
You were in the bathroom, Andy, when that happened.
But I was asking you to calm down and how to calm down so you didn't get
That was a
upset.
nice piece of work. You certainly led me down the garden path.
What are you talking about? I've told you the
Right,
truth.
Ellie?
Have you? How do you feel about Mike Garvin?
I think he's a very nice boy.
I'm referring to Mike Garvin Sr.
Frustrating, I know.
What do you mean? How do I feel? Well, I think
Gonna...
he's a wonderful man.
Like your father?
He's much younger than my father.
Not so much younger.
I got
Really, Mr. Mason, this is ridiculous.
PT and
Don't see any
speech,
point to it.
or PT and
Believe me,
OT
there is a
today.
point. It might be the answer
10.
to those guns.
I have to be there, Dad.
Mr. Garvin, you've been a client of mine for a long time. That's right. In point of fact, you recommended me to the defendant. I did. You did that knowing full well that if your interests conflicted with those of the defendant, I would be forced to sacrifice you. Yes. Perhaps that moment has come, Mr. Garvin. Very well. First then, let us clarify the confusion of the three
could do
guns in this case. All right. Now, you gave the defendant your holster gun on the afternoon of April 11th. Yes, I did. Later that night, you opened your safe or vault and put your vault gun in the holster. Is that correct? Yes. You were going to take the defendant out to dinner. What time did you arrive at her apartment? About 9 o'clock. Now, during the course of that evening, did you, without
night.
her knowledge, substitute the vault
try
gun
harder
for
again
the
today.
holster gun that you'd given her
Okay,
earlier?
then.
Is...
Yes, I did. Why did you
Thank
do
you,
that,
Dad.
Garvin?
Yep.
I love you. Good night, Joe. Oh, Dad, around 9, please. I was set to... At 9, I gotta get up. 8:30, actually, because I gotta be there at 10. That's at the time. I think it will be 8:30. I don't even know. So, disclaimer. I was not showing you the TV recording. I was showing you my interaction with my father and how stressful it could be. Yeah, he does need time alone. He does need time to wind down. He does need that. I wasn't trying to ignore that, guys. And I wasn't looking to revisit what happened. Just asked, Dad, can you please, when I come to ask you for help, please calm down. Please don't get mad. That was all. That was a yes and no thing. Okay. Everything is set up for tomorrow. God, my back is hurting me a little bit. I know one thing that's going to help me go to sleep real quick. Okay. I know one thing that's going to help me go to sleep. And you guys are going to be like, you're drinking Mountain Dew, how are you going to go to sleep? Trust me when I say It helps me. It helps me with my attention. It helps me sit still. And I stop having those racing thoughts as much. Well, not racing thoughts, like, negative thoughts, but stops my ability to think and constantly change what I'm thinking about, if that makes sense. Where I can find quiet and go to sleep. And it doesn't need much caffeine. I got Mountain Dew, zero sugar. I am taking a Benadryl. And you know what? I already know that you guys are going to be like, oh, you can't be going to sleep. You can't be serious. Well, I'll show you. I'll even wear my watch. I haven't worn my watch in a while, but I'll wear one. I'll wear it tonight. So, I'm getting ready to go to bed. Right, Tucker? Right, Chewie? My plan on... Oh, I gotta change the time for my freaking wake-up call. So, today I have 2 things planned. I'm not going to my, what do they call that? I'm not going to see Mom. Okay, because, I have things I want to work on today. Home. Okay. Oh. Wake up. Wake up. 8:30. Let me double check my time. 8:30. Okay, so yeah, guys, could we go to bed? Wow, there's a lot of shit going on today. A lot of shit. So today I'm working on 3 things in my computer today. And I have that scheduled. I'm gonna put Dad's cane where we usually put it, so he doesn't go getting upset he can't find it. Even though he has one there already. I want to help out my dad. And so I'm working on a few things. So I started working on a Word document. Okay? And one of those things. And okay, Google, turn off the dining room. Okay, Google, turn off dining room. I pet Tucker real quick. So, one of the things that I started working on is I've been taking. Let me show you. I got my screen pictures here. This is one of them. I take this screen, I extract the text. I'm writing down the symptoms of each. Okay. And I write what if I have it or don't have it. So working memory is impacted. I believe if you looked at my IQ scores, I had a little bit of issue with that. Okay, novelty, crave novelty and new experiences. I don't like, as much as I need to have change in my life, and as long, for example, when I worked at McDonald's, going from the grill to the front end was a change I needed to keep me interested and keep me focused. It was also much easier, less responsibility, less things to do. But that change was much needed. But I'm working there for 3 years. Almost 3 years, so it was definitely something that it wasn't much of a change. If that change happened like in my first month, there would be no way I would have had a meltdown. I couldn't do it. I would probably even avoid going there because it would be just too much. So yeah. So as much as changes bother me, I also need some change to keep me going. So my ADHD and my autism kind of like affect each other. I have difficulty with attention, focus. Mountain Dew helps me. My coffee scene helps me. Social cues is difficult for me. Both, I don't understand social cues, and I have a hard time with attention and focus. But it's not so much the attention focus part, is I don't understand it. But I do have issues with attention focus. What I don't like is these are differences. Where's the leaving the seat, the sitting still, the forgetfulness, the gotta make sure you get things done right and double check it and get frustrated when you can't do it or forget something. Or your tension, or you can't sit still, or your irritability. Where's that? I'm pretty good at the ADHD symptoms, am I? So those aren't part of autism. Okay, the processing speed I have issues with. One of my big issues is the looking, the attention, looking, the listening, the understanding what's happening and what's being said, the full message, not focus on a keyword, but the whole word sentence to help me understand what's going on, putting the nonverbal and verbal communication with someone else together in the meaning of the message, and then coming up, planning a response and organizing a response and then responding. That part is so difficult for me. I need routine. I can't be without routine. Repetitive behaviors, rituals is a big thing. Difficulty reading social cues. Intuitivity. I have no idea what that means. Special interest, strict adherence to routine and rules. That's why autism is such a primary diagnosis. ADHD is there too. Stemming increased risk of victimization. Interest-based nervous system. I have no idea what that is. Impulse control difficulties, sensory issues, except for functioning difficulties, time blindness. Yeah, time management skills is really hard. Social difficulties, emotional regulation difficulties, high context thinking. I have no idea what some of these things are. Difficulty with eye contact, high rates of substance abuse, suicidality, depression, anxiety, bipolar, OCD. Interoceptive issues. That's the urinary and bowel incontinence issue and the behavior issues. Hyperfixation, anti-communication pattern, info dumping. Yeah, I give out too much information. Connecting, sharing interests, value, context, connects ideas with other ideas. Webbed, interconnected thought pattern. I have no idea what that is. high percentage of eating disorders. I am very sensitive to textures, and I have a hard time eating properly and regularly. Rejection sensitivity is for you. I don't know what that means, but that's on my records. That word. Task switching difficulties. There's a lot more that was on other diagrams like that, but for just ADHD and autism, I did that with autism burnout. I did that with OCD. So I'm going to go with that list. I could print those things up. I could say, hey, counselor, here's this. Can you evaluate me for this stuff today? Okay, depression and anxiety. Can you help me with that? I want to get to the bottom of those two diagnoses, anxiety and depression, and do I have OCD and do I have ADHD? Can you help me with that? Those two are co-occurring disorders. And then I'm going to talk to her real quick. Hey, this is my plan. I want to get evaluated again. Please. Can you work on this? Can you go one step at a time? Give me checklists, questions in front of you so you can and ask me choice questions. Give me examples of two different options or symptoms of what you're asking for. Give me yes/no question. Give me other guided information to help me answer the question or give you the information that you need. Please redirect me to stay on topic and answering the question only and not have a discussion. Please give me the choice questions and guided suggestions so I don't go off topic and giving you an explanation of what I'm going through. Please, and redirect me not to. I want to be able to get this done and get this done right, and I need your help. Accommodate me, please. I know she will. And I want to focus on the depression and the anxiety and ADHD and OCD part. The reason why I say that for is that's a likely diagnosis of mine with the autism, right? Okay. You can say intellectual disability, but she can't do that. That's the testing I'm getting set up. But, guys, get to the others. And I want her to ask me those questions. Okay. Second. Then I want to focus on PTSD and personality disorder. So I'm going to work on these symptoms today and tomorrow and Wednesday. And then on Friday, I have a counseling appointment. Now, I don't know how I'm going to get there if Dad has to work. So I'm going to ask Dad to help me with getting a Lyft ride to my appointment. Have a good one, guys. Good night. I'm starting to get tired. And if I had schizophrenia, that caffeine would be increasing my hallucinations and delusions. I have none. I have no disorganized speech. I'm very coherent, reality-based, content on topic. Okay. If I had PTSD, that would not be helping me either. I would be more anxious, more riled up. The intrusive thoughts and reminiscing would all be there. What I am doing is repeating things, finishing the thought and the idea so I don't forget, and that's part of the ADHD. And not wanting to forget and be fully understood and explain it fully. And finishing the task before going on next. That's my ADHD and autism. That's what kept me awake here tonight. That's what keeps me awake every single night. Have a good night, guys.
If you like what you see here, consider becoming a member of the channel, where you'll have access to not only this, but 3 other emotes to make fun of the creature, as well as member-exclusive time lapses on how they were made. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment and subscribe to help expose the creature. And remember, Andrew Ditch fakes autism.